My dear brothers and sisters, allow me to share with you my reflections on the three essential practices that Jesus taught to us as means of deepening our relationship with God. First is fasting. That is the discipline of mind and heart. In the gospel, Jesus said, when you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites do. Sa Bisaya pa, dili magpaluya-luya. Sa Tagalog, o wag mong ipakita sa iba na nanghihina ka dahil sa iyong pag-aayuno. My dear brothers and sisters, mind you that fasting is not just about abstaining from meat or reducing our food intake, because fasting is a discipline of our mind and heart to detach ourselves from excessive attachment to worldly things. Fasting. Kumbaga, we have to discipline ourselves sa kakamukbang. We have to discipline ourselves from foods. Yung sabi, ang iba, sabi nila, paano yan, Father? Food is life eh. Kaya nga, kain ng kain, lamon ng lamon. Yung iba, kahit busog na busog, kumakain pa rin. Eat pa more. Yun pala, siya ay kumakain sa buffet table. Sayang naman yung pambayad. Napakamahal, napakalaki. At least, kung kakain siya ng marami, nakakabawi sa pinambayad sa buffet table. My dear brothers and sisters, yung iba nagsasabi na kahit man kung minsan nakakaranas tayo, nakakaranas ng napakagandang buhay, yung iba naghihirap din. Kung tayo man ay nakakain ng marami, yung iba naman ay walang-wala. In solidarity with them, in this season of Lent, Ash Wednesday, we start to be with them. Again, fasting is not just about food. It is about you and your God. Yung iba sa atin ay napaka-workaholic. Palaging nagpupuyat. And they tend to forget the importance of their health, their physical, their emotional, and most especially, their spiritual aspects of life. Sa kakatrabaho, walang ibang iniisip, kundi trabaho ng trabaho. Maybe we have to fast as well from your work. Sana pahalagahan din natin ang ating kalusugan, ang ating sarili. At huwag kalimutan na sa tuwing tayo patuloy na nagtatrabaho para sa ating buhay, sana kasama palagi ang Diyos na siyang nariyan palagi sa atin, gumagabay kailanman. Sa mga palaging late sa trabaho, mag-fast naman kayo sa pagiging late palagi. Alternate naman, ngayon late, bukas hindi. Sa susunod na araw, late na naman. No? Sa mga couple na palagi lang nag-aaway from time to time, kung maaari mag-fast naman tayo sa pag-aaway, mag-fast naman kayo sa pag-aaway ninyo. Kung maaari, sa halip na mag-aaway, palitan ito ng pagmamahalan sa isa't isa. Yes, totoo na hindi madali ang pagiging magkaroon ng pamilya o asawa. But mind you this, kung meron tayong pagmamahal sa isa't isa, napakaganda. Huwag na po, kalimutan na po natin pag-aaway palagi. Mas ipatimbabaw natin ang pagmamahalan sa isa't isa. May nagsabi, paano man na rin, Father, yung mga single na palaging umaasa Sobra-sobra na ang kanilang ginagawa. Palagi nilang umaasa at iniiwan, binabayaan, pinapabayaan. Mag-fast naman kayo na palaging masaktan. Kung hindi, deserve nyo yan, ginusto nyo yan. Do you know? No? Bakit ibigay mo, ibinubuhos mo yung sarili sa pag-asa sa tao na to kung palagi ka naman palang sinasaktan? Bakit hindi sa Diyos? Sa Diyos, kung ikaw ay asa sa Diyos, God does not disappoint. Ang Diyos kailanman ay hindi nagpapasakit, nagbigay ng sakit sa iyo. Bagkus, ang Diyos ay lubos na pinupuno ang iyong puso ng pagmamahal. Maging single ka man, kahit man may partner ka, couple, may family, palaging aasa sa Diyos, sapagkat sa Diyos meron tayong maaasahan sa Kanya. My dear brothers and sisters, whatever habits we have that do not bring any good to ourselves or our lives, or that affects our connection with God, let us make a little sacrifice, and gradually change them. And be mindful that fasting is not about displaying our sacrifices to others, but about strengthening an intimate relationship with God, expressing our hunger for Him above all things. Sana yun yung hunger for God. Ito ipapakita natin sa Diyos, hindi yung hunger sa worldly things, but hunger for God. That is why we must find courage to detach ourselves from excessive worldly things and learn to attach more fully with God. Second, prayer. Laging pinapalala na sa amin ni Father Jerry Orbos about the gem, the importance of gem. What is gem? God's encounter moment, and that is through prayer. In today's gospel, Jesus said to His disciples, when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. My dear brothers and sisters, prayer is not about display, but about a personal connection with God. You know what, many of us pray only when we are in need. But this Lent, we are invited to deepen our prayer life, to be connected with the Lord, with God. And so let us set aside time to sincerely talk to God, not just to present our requests, but also to listen to His voice speaking to our hearts. Sana po, bigyan naman po natin ng pagkakataon ang ating sarili na manahimik, kausap ang Diyos, manahimik kasama ang Diyos. Sa mga panahong napakahirap na intindihin ang mga pangyayari sa ating buhay, sa mga panahon na kayo ay naguguluhan na sa buhay, sa buhay mag-isa, sa buhay may asawa, sa buhay may pamilya. Mga kapatid, please stay in silence as well. Kasi in silence, God speaks. Kung tayo ay mananahimik, maririnig natin ang boses at tinig ng Diyos na siyang kailanman kung dati hindi natin napapakinggan dahil puro lang tayo babad sa social media, puro lang tayo babad sa mga trabaho, wala tayong ibang iniisip, kundi ang ating buhay sa hinaharap. And we tend to forget the presence of God in our midst. And so please, in this season of Lent, learn to listen to God. Speak to Him sincerely, because God is there. Palagi siyang nariyan. Palagi niya tayong pinapakinggan. Maaaring kung minsan sa tingin natin ay hindi tayo naririnig ng Diyos. Maaaring kung minsan nakikita natin ang mga hinihiling natin hindi nangyayari. But continue to speak with God, sapagkat nariyan ang Diyos at darating ang biyaya sa tamang panahon. Third, almsgiving. Love that seeks no recognition. When you give, please do not expect any rewards. Jesus said into this gospel, when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets like the hypocrites. In today's world, it is easy to showcase acts of kindness on social media to gain praises from the people. However, Jesus reminds us that charity is done with a pure heart without seeking recognition. As we share with those in need this Lenten season, let us do so quietly, knowing that God, who sees everything, will reward us. Kung tayo man ay tutulong, nawa tutulong tayo ng may pagmamahal, ng may pagmamalasakit sa ating kapwa. Wag na po tayong humingi ng kapalit. Wag na po nating antayin na may kapalit sa binibigay natin sa kanila. Hayaan natin ang Diyos ang siyang magbibigay, ang magbabalik loob, ang magbabalik pagpapala sa lahat ng biyayang ating natanggap at ating ibinigay sa ating kapwa. My dear brothers and sisters, in this season of Lent, let us not remain in external rituals or aspects of life. Let us deepen ourselves to be connected with God. Let us make our fasting, our prayer, and our almsgiving so meaningful. And so may this season bring us a conversion in our hearts as we begin our journey of Lent. Amen.